friends, myself Pooja Singh, Relearn Geology. Here this is the video of texture. Earlier the video I have uploaded on my channel. There was some error in the slide, so I am re-uploading this video of texture so that you can have a better concept of the texture. So let's start. So first start with what is basically texture is all about. Texture is basically a grain size, its shape, arrangement of the components of minerals in sedimentary rock. So basically texture is something what it looks like on a microscopic level, that is it consists sizes of different, whether it can be angular, rounded, or of any shape. It can be silt size, sand size, clay size, etc. And its different arrangement within the sedimentary rock is simply known as texture. And these sediments and shape and different arrangements are formed by physical weathering, transportation, and get arranged in a different form by compaction and lithification. So what is the significance of texture? So texture is basically studied to decipher the sedimentary environment, whether the calm or agitated. This statement can be explained by simply as that if this texture, if you find something very fine, rounded, or I'm basically talking about the calm or agitated, so I will not go about whether it is rounded or whether it is angular. It will cover the transport condition. So if you find something very fine, when considering the grain size, like whether it is fine grain sediments or whether it is coarse grain sediment. So if the sediments are fine grained, then the environment will be the calm, and if the sediments are your coarse grained, your sedimentary environment is agitated. Now coming to the transport condition. So if you find something very rounded, if you find something very angular, so you can also decipher the transport condition of that sediments. For like if the red sediments are rounded, it is more transported, and if the sediments are angular, it is less transported. And similarly for more transportation also for very weak sediments, mineralogically weak sediments, the sediments got finer as get more transported, and for more robust mineral composition, the sediments do not get you can say finer as it get more transported. Now coming towards the texture table. So in a sedimentary field, we get a lot of sedimentary sizes, shape, and which simply cannot be represented on a linear scale. So for that, Crumbin and Woodenworth has made some scale so that it can be easily represented by those graphs. So here the Crumbin scale is given here, which is represented by phi is equal to minus logarithmic of s, where s is the diameter of the sediment. So what is the difference between Woodenworth? Also is similar, the reverse of this particular phi formula, that is your s is equal to your s is equal to e power phi 2 is equal to E is equal to phi 2. That simply means Woodenworth is a geometric progression scale, and Crumbin is a logarithmic scale. That's the difference between Crumbin and Woodenworth. If you reverse this Weiss logarithmic scale, it will become the exponential, and that will be your Woodenworth scale. Now here is the table. Here this table simply indicates the different sediments, different types of sediment found in the sedimentary rock in a single table. By help of these scales, this particular table can be made very easily, otherwise it can be very exhaustive and very messy. This particular Crumbin and Woodenworth scale is very, very important. So here is your clay size, silt size, sand size, and granule, pebble, cobble and boulder size, etc. Now explanation of this table is given here. So this table is simply sand to silt sand to silt to sand size table is being listed here in this table. So generally there exist four sizes: clay size, silt size, sand size and gravel size, where clay size is less than 1 by 256 mm, silt size is between 1 by 16 mm to 1 by 256 mm, and sand size is between 2 mm to 1 by 16 mm, and gravel are greater than 2 mm. So why Woodenworth or Crumbin scale? As I have explained earlier that there exist a lot of sediments in the field, so it is not possible to represent them on a linear scale or in a very simplified manner. So this scale simply combined all the sediments in a very exponential or logarithmic form, so that it can be represented graphically and tabular and in table form very easily. That's why Woodenworth or Crumbin scale is being used. That is the end of slide. So if you have any doubt regarding texture, this is a very introductory video of texture. So if you have any doubt, please ask, comment or ask questions, and like, comment and subscribe my channel.